Carter Stadium, and any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So West Virginia's offense has the ball for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
He's got his man. At the 35, he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it, this team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal block on the back. Offense.
And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. From the gun, looking for a man. They're bringing heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've got looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Flushed out of the pocket. Strong, firm tackle.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
Looking deep down the right side. And that pass is caught at the 25. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He gets a block. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, TCU! That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Give to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Getting some heat. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on 1st down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Works the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Running back searching for a hole. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you can...
And that pass intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. A first down for the offense. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Give him 6. Touchdown, Horned Frog. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll return it. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Takes it from the gun on third down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Going up top on first down. Dumps it to the back. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the air on first down. feeling the heat as he lets it go. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll call for the fair catch here. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, TCU!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like...
And they fake it. The holder looking for a man. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to throw on second down. And they can't make the connection. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Horned Frog! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report,
he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
And the Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is the time to go out and do it.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. The ball squirts free. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there. Just
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And the pummeling has started.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Quarterback on the keeper. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now on second down. Movement here from the tight end. He'll do it himself. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Made a defender miss. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Ridley. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Mountaineers have this offense rolling. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Tackled after picking up the first down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he reels it in inside the 30.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. First down for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
3rd down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy completion.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
On the move, it's Selvia. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. And, guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touch! Oh, the hops! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Final play of the quarter coming. He'll keep it himself. At the 20, he's got space. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Comes out throwing on first down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Inside the 30. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, TCU! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the returner will be dragged down. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Trying to find his man on first down. Using the quick game. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. And the Mountaineers are in the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires one high and deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
How about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the fourth quarter. There is no let-up.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. It's fourth and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score and a weak... Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Unloads it left. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Madden. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. He wants to pass it on second down. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's loose. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out in this game.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's caught inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. Here's the snap. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it to the end zone, and it's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. Okay, ready? And it looks as if they'll have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer as they bring in the jumbo dudes for the two-point try. The big fullback slams his way in for the two.
I tell you, defensively, you don't got to do a lot to help out this offense with all the weapons they have after the penalty. That two-point conversion was easy.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 30, the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build it.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. A full dive to haul that one in. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. The jet sweep pass. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going up top here late in the game. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
Sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.